Hi, welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, July 23rd of 2025. I'm Gio Benacourt, and this is a recording done by Vantage Markets right about half an hour prior to the U.S. session open. Well, stocks warm to Trump's Japan trade deal. Now, why is that masking bad news? Well, trade deals are like buses. You wait a long time for one, and then three come along at the same time. Now, the deal with Japan announced late yesterday was a surprise. Trump himself had said just a few weeks ago he didn't think he'd get an agreement with the second biggest economy in Asia before the August 1st deadline. And the frameworks for Indonesia and the Philippines are also a sign of progress. Now, traders breathe a sign of relief and stocks push higher from records. And the hope is that a flurry of deals is imminent. The European Union, the biggest U.S. trading partner, maybe up next. India is possible, and obviously there could be some relationship with China, the world's second biggest economy. Let's see how that will then end up. So obviously we have the tariffs and we have interest rates looming. So taking a look at the daily candlestick of the Nasdaq, we see how yesterday the market actually just rebounded of our second session high, and then it's just retreated. So we're gonna still use the yesterday's swing low as a support, and then the medium as a second level of support. As far as resistance, well, 23,200, and then the upper Bollinger Band. Let's see if we are able to recover that movement from yesterday. So looking to buy. Again, we are in full earnings season swing. The S&P is looking mighty strong. So today we have revisited that all-time high, the new all-time high again. So let's see if we make the new all-time high the level of where the upper Bollinger Band is. Yesterday was a very flattish day in reality. There was some fluctuation to the downside, but it did recover. So that momentum to the upside is what we're seeing today, a continuation of that. RSI is about to enter overbought territory, but still, we can still see more movement to the upside as companies do report. Then we have the Dow also looking mighty strong, looking to make another attempt at closing above 45,000. Let's see if it'll do that today. RSI is far away, so being bullish with the asset, with the indices. Crude oil, well, crude oil is obviously retracing after making pretty good move to the upside. Has basically wiped out all of its July momentum to the upside. So now 65 was a particular psychological value, and let's see if the asset will hold through that level. So initially, let's use that 64.5 and then the lower Bollinger Band. See if it continues to move lower. So let's see if 65 will be the place where it will close above today. Obviously, the demand for gasoline in the United States hasn't been that much because of different scenarios in the States. Refineries are not pumping out as much gasoline. And remember that this contract, crude oil, is a WTI contract, and that's where we get the gasoline, or that's where the United States gets the gasoline. So looking for a continuation to the downside, really, on crude oil. Nat Gas is also trending lower, pushing lower. So initially, I'm going to use that lower Bollinger Band, which is right there. So $3 will be that psychological level. Let's see if we find support on that, around that level. And then 327, which is basically where it opened yesterday. 327 actually, at 327. Then the medium, the 29 moving average. We have that there. So looking for a continuation. We are in the third consecutive lower highs and lower lows. Textbook downtrend. All right, so take a look at. Let me make this a monthly chart, just so you can see something here. So on a monthly chart, the asset is actually making a symmetrical triangle, which makes lower highs and higher lows. Right. So The idea of this particular triangle is that after making that strong move to the upside, it has actually rested. It's consolidated, and it's been there for about 3 months already. So, uh, from my point of view, this has been a period of accumulation, and is ready to do a breakout. So, obviously, we have 3,500 as the all-time high. So let's see if we will see that breakout to the upside. 3,600 could be that target around the way. So in this symmetrical triangle, we want to favor being long. So stay long, look for longs in gold. Let me go back to the daily. And then, so in that daily, this is the levels for the monthly one. So I'm gonna leave the resistance level because that's the nearest ones. And as far as support goes, I'm gonna use 3,400 as my first level of support in this daily chart, and then 3,360 would be the second one. So let's use that. All right. So looking for a buy, looking for, obviously we've seen a retracement here, we pull back, profit taken is in the place, but hey, let's see what happens. Then we have silver also looking mighty strong. We actually have obviously fluctuated above our levels. $40 just jumps at me. So let's use 39 as our first level of support, and then that swing low. So let's use that. Looking to go long, looking to buy. Then copper. Copper is jogging along, moving higher. So $6 jumps at me. I'm gonna use a top Bollinger Band, upper Bollinger Band, face 560 support, and then that yesterday's swing low, second level support. So going long the metals, Bitcoin retracing. All right, so after hitting touching 120, is retracing, profit taking. I'm gonna leave the same levels here. So let's see if this profit taking will come back and down and retest our support, our yesterday's swing low, and then just continue to jog along higher. The currencies, well, we are waiting obviously for that ECB decision later on in the week. So let's see if it's going to be, they're not going to be cut supposedly, but let's see what will happen. So still above 117 is where the I'm speculating that the market is looking to hold above that. And the 20-day moving average is basically right around that level, so right above it actually. So looking for longs. Then we have the pound, nice recovery from this lows. All right, basically an inverted hammer. Move to the upside. So support 135 psychological, and then I'm gonna use the 50 moving average. So looking to go long, and then we have the dollar index. Dollar index opened gap up. So I was saying that 97 is the bottom of it. Let's leave it as is, and then just yesterday's swing high. But let's just use yesterday's range to determine how much more will the dollar index recover. That's it for me today. Have a good trading day. I'll see you tomorrow.